what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Sorry. I get that if you love someone, you're with them, right?
Yum.
But at one point, I have to wonder how you can keep turning a blind eye to some of the stupidity that is happening. You know, how can you?
Hey, love make you blind, doesn't it?
I guess so, yeah.
I say so, sometimes.
So what you have to go do with Reggie, is that good or?
Yeah. It's sorted. It's done.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff happening, you know. Just trying to keep in touch, but at the same time try to avoid some of it, I guess.
Well, look, I'm just saying, I love Lilith, and I wanna support her. I just don't. I'm trying to think how to word this. I may not agree with the relationship she's in, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be like negative about it, you know?
Of course not, it is her choice.
Exactly, like she was very supportive when I was with Freddie. She voiced that she thinks that I shouldn't be with him and that I deserve better.
Yum.
I did the same with her. I said that I think she deserves someone who treats her well. I don't know how he treats her behind closed doors, but from what I see, I didn't like it. But if she loves him, I trust her opinion on that, and I trust that she's smart, and because she is smart, you know. I trust that she's smart and she's a grown woman with her own actions and her own decisions. But I did voice that I wasn't too fond of things, and I literally called him a turd.
How did you think that?
Oh no, that was terrible. That was when she thought he broke up with her, and then he didn't. But like, you know, he drove away and some shit, and I called him a turd. She said, "Oh, he's a like." Freddie called her, right, and said that people are like rocks; they don't change, or whatever. And then I said to her, people can change. It's okay. Rocks change all the time. You know, they get polished, they get washed, they can be cut. You know, you can buff them out. Like, they're beautiful. And then she said, "Oh, I can polish Miguel." And I said, "No, you can't polish a turd." And then she kind of walked away. And I apologized after. You know, I shouldn't have said that in the moment. Didn't you say they broke up though,
but they're still together?
No, she thought they did, but they didn't.
Okay. I understand.
But you know what? As long as he treats her right in regards to their relationship, it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna get between them. You know, as long as he treats her right and makes her happy.
Oh, hell yeah.
But you know, Lizzie shot Sai.
Lizzie shot Sai.
Yeah. Oh, when? I got some tea from yesterday. Yesterday, right? I
heard Sai shot the fucking mayor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That happened too. That happened earlier today. This happened yesterday. So, Lizzie's kind of somewhat close to a few people in Rust. Like, she's pretty. Like, I think her and McGregor are pretty close friends. And you know, I'm not a big fan of Lizzie. I don't like what she did between me and Freddie. I don't like what she did with Lilith.
Yeah.
But you know, she came to Dawn tonight and she was a complete wreck, and she was crying and saying that like no, not even crying. She just sounded dead inside. She said that she was no longer part of the Diamond Dogs and she had nothing. And I'm assuming things changed now after what I heard today. But yeah, like apparently she shot Sai and he was hunting her down and wanted her removed from the app and all her stuff removed from everything else and all this other things. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Why? Aren't they like...
I think it's a lot of things compounded.
There's a lot of shit happening?
Yeah, I think it was a lot of little things, and then she tried to talk with him about shit, and then he walked away, and she shot him, and he really didn't like that. The thing is, he said apparently he threatened to shoot her all the time, but that's what she tried to tell him, and he said, well, actions speak louder than words. I'm of the mind that if you keep threatening to shoot someone over small shit and they end up retaliating, that's kind of on you, because that ends up compiling.
Yum.
Anyway, I think, yeah, so she went off and did something with that. And then Sai threatened Ray, saying he wasn't going to do business with Ray anymore, and Ray was like, I don't give a fuck. And then today I found out that Lang tweeted out that the hospital is essentially a gang compound for diamond dogs.
What?
Nick obviously got a little bit shitty for that with that, because, you know, why would you say that about a hospital? I don't give a shit who owns it. It's a fucking hospital.
Yeah.
Sai ended up calling Lang there and shot Lang at the hospital. Eve was also in the car with Lang. I don't know if she got shot or not. I think Sai was also... So I think Sai was there, Lizzie was there, and I think another diamond dog, but I don't know who, because I've got this information, you know, from someone else. So now I'm assuming that things are okay with Sai and Lizzie again. Possibly if they were both at the hospital and they're both in... Yeah. Yeah, they're both on hold at the moment, because I said, oh, I was gonna call Lizzie and check up on her. I mean, I don't really like her, but at the same time, I don't think, you know...
Yeah, apparently Cass was there talking to her. I don't know.
Yeah. And now Miguel has a fucking sniper, which I can only assume is Michael's, from his like, haha, I got this sort of thing.
Yum.
I mean, I could be wrong, but the thanks for being sloppy whilst holding the gun, it's kind of obvious, you know. Maybe it's not obvious. Maybe I'm just connecting things that aren't there.
Yeah, or he's trying to say it is. I don't know.
I don't know. Then, like, you know, if that's the case, why would you thank someone for being sloppy?
I don't know. I don't know how Hydra works. I try to stay away from whatever the fuck they're doing.
I like a few people in Hydra, but
yeah, they are all fucking... It's a gang of fucking snitches working for the cops. Fuck them. I stay away.
I mean, you don't know if... I mean, I guess you don't know if the entirety of them is...
You're harboring a fucking snitch that talks to the cops, and your gang is going good with that. If I went to the cops and snitched to them, I would be out. I would be dead.
Yeah. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like, they're retweeting everything he's doing. They're like on his board and helping him doing what the fuck he wants to do. The whole fucking gang is a bunch of fucking snitches. Period.
Yeah,
that's my thought about it, and then, you know, I don't want anything to do with that.
I feel like this is a very dicey thing for me to say considering the circumstances, but if I was there when shit happened with the cops, I feel like I shouldn't be in a gang. And whilst I know what I know, I feel bad for saying that. But at the same time, you know, this shit's serious.
Well, when you feel like you have the power of taking a picture of yourself with a gun like that, everybody knows if you get caught with a gun like that or take a picture of yourself, you are getting raided. You will have a warrant out. They want to arrest you. Get that shit.
Oh yeah, could you imagine fucking your Frangler saw that?
Doesn't matter, you know? You have the plot armor because you talk to the cops. Then you can do what the fuck you want. Like I said, you know? They live their life as the snitch gang they are and they do their thing, you know? I stay away. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I hope we are never ever getting into anything close to... I know that, you know, because of this Michael stuff, but... I wonder what else they will snitch about, you know? Like that.
What's the city coming to, KJ?
I don't know. It's become the war... I guess, you know, next war that happened is about who can snitch the best, you know? And get the cops on your side. The new thing. Like there's one simple code, you know, in the underworld. You don't give information to the cops about your enemy. Doesn't matter how much of an enemy they are. Because we have one true enemy altogether, and it's the cops. When you're playing with that thought that you put that shit away, you know, where's the next step?
Yeah, and you know, like if you're saying about that, what else are you saying about other people? You know, that's...
Oh yeah, when he's able to say this about Michael, you know, and his stuff. Like, come on, Hydra is the top dogs, you know? They know everything, like, they know what I'm doing as well. What else do they give the cops, you know? What else can it do? Let's say in the future, if you get into a beef, you know? How much will it take them to talk about that stuff, you know? Like I said, no.
It's crazy. I just feel like there's just shit you don't talk about, you know? Like fucking when Freddy left the BBMC, I knew a lot of shit. I knew so much shit that I should not have known.
Yep.
And when they waved a gun in my face and threatened me and my partner at the time, I could have been petty. I could have snitched and told a whole bunch of shit, but I didn't. I kept their secret members secret. I kept the location of their shit secret. I kept that shit on lockdown because it's just you just don't do it.
Yep.
I don't care what it is, you just don't do it because that shit is one, get you killed in this city, and two, it's just absolutely scummy behavior, in my opinion.
Yeah. But it seems like if you are of a high enough status with a high enough crew, you can do what the fuck you want. Cops are not cops. Because if that's been a different person, you wouldn't be walking on the street without people, you know, trying to kill your ass. But enough about that. I want to talk about something else. I don't want to give attention to these fuckers. Use my fucking thought process about it. They can live their life, you know.
Yeah.
And work with the cops as much as they want.